In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on November 5th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Bruins versus Toronto Maple Leafs. The Boston Bruins come into Toronto to battle the Maple Leafs as the hottest team in all of hockey, and coming up against a Leafs team that is clearly struggling under the massive weight of expectation. This is bound to be a fantastic clash. Both teams were expected to be great at the beginning of the year, and thus far, one star group has fired, while the other has continually come up short. But in a solid rivalry where both teams have had the edge in recent years, this one should be intriguing. Toronto is always a solid team at home, with just 1 regulation loss at home all season long. But with a team coming in riding a 6-game win streak, anything could happen, and that's why this could be an absolute thriller of a hockey game. The Bruins are 4-1 in their last 5 road games and 37-15 in their last 52 overall. The Maple Leafs are 37-14 in their last 51 home games and 1-4 in their last 5 overall. The over is 13-4-2 in Bruins' last 19 overall. The under is 8-3-1 in Maple Leafs' last 12 overall. The Bruins are 5-11 in the last 16 meetings in Toronto. The favorite is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The home team is 5-2 in the last 7 meetings. The Leafs are coming off their own 4-game losing streak and have had difficulty putting goals in the net. Boston should have a significant advantage on special team units in this one as well, and will capitalize against the Leafs' 21st ranked penalty kill unit when the Bruins are on the man advantage. Even if Marchand is held back, the return of David Krejci should help bolster the Bruins' forward unit. In net, Ullmark is 8-0 and playing at his highest level as a Bruin. The Boston Bruins haven't always had success in Toronto, but with a 10-1 start this year, and victories over some incredibly talented teams, and this would be a major statement win that shows they're ready for another big win with this veteran group. They are currently 4-1 on the road in their last 5, including wins in Columbus, New York, and Pittsburgh, and there's no sign of them slowing down anytime soon. The Leafs are 1-4 in their last 5 overall, and while they've still got the talent there, a team like Boston isn't the one you want to try and correct your season against, with lethal offense and solid goaltending, unless Toronto bring their absolute A game. This one could be over very early. It's amazing how the Boston Bruins continue to pile up victories and play elite hockey at both ends of the ice, and you can still get them at favorable prices. The disrespect from oddsmakers is strange to say the least. Yes, the Toronto Maple Leafs are great at home. They have the offensive firepower to give any team fits, and they've beaten up on the Bruins in recent matches in Toronto. I get all of it. However, the Bruins look like one of the best teams in the league, and getting them at plus money feels like a steal. Hard not to ride the Bruins streak in this matchup, so the Boston Bruins money line is our full game side pick. Boston is averaging over 4 goals per game and number 1 in the NHL. They are also 6-1 to the over in their last 10 games this season. The Bruins have been pumping goals on the road this season, averaging 5 goals per game in each of their last 3 road wins. Toronto is coming off of a 5-goal game at home and can at least pour in 2-3 goals in this one. Lots of goals have been scored in the NHL this season, and these 2 teams are no strangers to that, as the over is 9-2 in Boston's last 11 road games and 5-0-1 in Toronto's last 6 overall, so when these 2 get together, there's likely to be plenty of goals scored. Their last 4 combined games have all gone for 7 goals, and both teams have the ability to score 5+ if the other isn't bringing their best. And in Toronto, with the Leafs needing a win, this one could get desperate, scrappy, and physical. The Bruins have been dominating teams all year and scoring plenty of goals, and if they can get ahead early, expect no different. But anytime a team has Matthews and Marner, goals shouldn't be too hard to come by. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Jersey Devils versus Calgary Flames. The New Jersey Devils face the Calgary Flames in a matchup of two of the best teams in the NHL. The Devils have an 8-3 record, and with 5 wins in a row, they boast one of the best records in the Eastern Conference. The Flames, meanwhile, have a 5-4 record but are hoping to rebound from a 3-game losing streak. Both teams are looking to build off strong starts to the season, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. The Devils are 17-39 in their last 56 road games and 5-0 in their last 5 overall. The Flames are 20-8 in their last 28 Saturday games and 2-6 in their last 8 games, playing on 1 day's rest. The over is 4-1 in Devils' last 6 overall. The under is 4-1 in Flames' last 5 overall. The Devils are 0-4 in the last 4 meetings in Calgary and 5-16 in the last 21 meetings. The favorite is 7-1 in the last 8 meetings. The Devils are on fire right now as they have won 5 straight games, including a big victory over the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche last week. The Flames, on the other hand, are headed in the opposite direction. They have lost their last 3 games and 4 out of their last 6. Even without their top free agent from the offseason, Ondrej Palat, the Devils still have the advantage on offense. They rank 6th in goals per game and have scored 40 goals in their 11 games. All those goals are coming from how well they generate scoring chances, as they are the top team in expected goals. Compare that to the Flames, who rank 13th in goals per game and 17th in expected goals. Defensively, there were thoughts that this would hold the Devils back, but that hasn't been the case. They currently rank 5th in goals allowed per game, and that is due to how well they keep the pressure away from their net. They rank 1st in expected goals against. The Calgary Flames are the more talented team, and they're at home, so I understand why the line is what it is. Also, it feels like some are waiting for the shoe to drop with the New Jersey Devils. However, the Devils are playing incredible hockey through 8 games, and until they cool off, you have to look their direction with the plus money. The sportsbooks have made the Devils the underdogs, giving them tons of value, especially with them being the better team right now. So the New Jersey Devils to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Calgary has scored 3 goals or more in 7 out of 9 games. They rank 13th in goals per game and 4th in shots per game. Nazem Kadri leads the Flames with 10 points. Kadri has 1 point or more in 7 out of the last 9 games. The Devils scored 3 or more goals in 7 of the last 9 games. New Jersey ranks 8th in goals per game and 2nd in shots per game. Jesper Bratt has been hot to start the season. He leads the team with 17 points, and he has recorded 1 point or more in 11 straight games. Bratt is 5th in the league in points. The over has hit in 7 out of the last 10 matchups between these two teams. Both teams have been very good on offense, and this will be a higher scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Florida Panthers versus Los Angeles Kings. The Kings fell to .500 with a loss in their last game, and they play host to the Panthers, who have won 2 of their last 3 games. The Panthers are 1-1 on their current 4-game road trip out west, and they are 2 games over .500. The team is coming off a shootout win in their last game after losing their previous one where they only scored 1 goal. The Kings had won 2 in a row before dropping their last 2 games. While their attack has been less than stellar in the last 2 games, they are averaging 3.5 goals per game. However, the usual solid defense for Los Angeles has not been there, giving up an average of 3.92 goals per game. Florida is 50-24 in their last 74 games overall and 1-4 in their last 5 road games, while the under is 6-1 in their last 8 games against the Western Conference. Los Angeles is 31-11 in their last 42 games against the Eastern Conference and 21-8 in their last 29 games against the Atlantic Division, while the over is 5-1 in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record. Florida did win their last game, but it was in a shootout facing a Sharks team that is tied for the 3rd fewest points in the league. The Panthers have given up 3 goals in each of their last 4 games and face a Kings team that only scored 3 goals in their last 2 games. The Kings will get some goals in this game, but not many, and I am taking them, as Quick will likely be in between the pipes. He is the number 1 G, and while he got the start in the last game, Peterson, who has a goals against average north of 4, started the previous game. Quick has only allowed 3 goals in his last 2 starts, and he will have another solid start in this game. I get the reasoning for backing Florida, but the problem is that a lot of folks, and I think the the books as well are still living in the past with this Florida team. But the Panthers aren't the same team from a year ago and certainly don't look like it early on this season. The Kings have had their ups and downs as well, but they are still a pretty good team, and getting them at plus money at home feels like some good value. Last season in Los Angeles, the Kings beat the Panthers 3-2 in a shootout, and this game will be like that one in a close game. The Kings won both of their games facing the Panthers last season, and they will make it 3 in a row with a win in this game. So the Los Angeles Kings money line is our full game side pick. The under was the winning pick in both of the games between these teams last season. While both teams have a goals against average over 3, don't look for a barn burner in this game. The Kings have only scored 3 goals in their last 2 games, and they will not light the lamp often in this game. Look for Quick to get the start for Los Angeles, and he has only given up 3 goals in his last 2 starts. He and the Kings defense will play well in this game, and in their last game they only allowed 2 goals on 19 shots. This game will not see a lot of offensive fireworks. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.